Okay, this is a quick tutorial to show how we can use more than 3 waypoints in the F-14. So I'll quickly set up a route here. So we're just going to do a bit of a circle around Coboletti and Batumi. We'll go 1 there, 2, let's do a bit of a leg here. Alright, there's 3 and 4. So normally 1, 2 and 3 would be all you get loaded into the INS. Any additional steer points are just lost. But we're going to go ahead and show how to do that so that they're not lost. They're not technically lost, but we can access them is what I mean. I'll include an IP and a surface target here so that we can show sort of, a mission profile as such. So steer point 5, I'll put, I don't know, down here, I guess, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Now, these additional waypoints, 4 through 9, will show up in the kneeboard, which I'll show once we're in mission. There's room for a 10th in the kneeboard, but you can't access the 10th one through the gesture menu, so there's no point in putting it in. We've got 9 plus our IP and so forth. Switch up to player so that we get our navigation target points, and we'll pop in an IP and a surface target. Okay. Let's fly this. That should be all set up properly. Okay. So we've got 19 miles to waypoint 1 while I show off the kneeboard. Alright, so this is the kneeboard. This is default for the Tomcat. This is no special kneeboard. You can see waypoints 1 through 3 and our IP and surface target. These are the ones that are loaded into our INS system. These are our additional waypoints. These are not loaded into the INS, but they are on the kneeboard for Jester to put into the INS. There's the waypoint 10 I was talking about. Jester can't get at that. If you had a human Rio, you could put 10 in and he could read it off of there, but with a human Rio, you might as well just have them written down in the real world. So what we're going to do then is, let's just wait till we get to waypoint 1. This is the menu we're going to use, restore mission steer point. Basically, you choose the steer point you want to overwrite, and then you can choose from more steer points the steer point that you're going to overwrite it with. So we've got, what, 11 miles to waypoint 1? Let's put waypoint 4 into waypoint 1. Jester's going to start tapping away in the back seat. And there we go. We now have waypoint 4 loaded into waypoint 1 in the INS. So we could run onto there. So I'll put waypoint 1 back in. Now I've got, actually I'll show you this one without the voice attack. This one's slightly different. So navigation, restore mission steer point. I want to put waypoint 1 back into waypoint 1. So I'm going to overwrite waypoint 1, click. I'm going to overwrite it with waypoint 1,
Yep.
Click. So he's going to put waypoint 1 back into waypoint 1. Yeah, okay. Once he's put in the altitude, I'll switch to steer point 2. Steer point 2.
Roger. Switching to steer point 2.
Alright, so now that we've passed waypoint 1, I want to put that waypoint 4 into waypoint 1 so that I can continue on once we've hit waypoint 3. Now I've got a voice attack profile set up for that, so set waypoint 4. I fucked that up, didn't I? Set waypoint 4. Set waypoint 4.
Yep.
There we go. Voice attack can be a bitch sometimes, but there it is. So he'll start tapping waypoint 4 in, and he'll load that into waypoint 1 for me. Let's bring the throttle up. We'll run through this route nice and quick. And you'll see that we should end up over top of Batumi when we get to the final airport. The final waypoint, sorry. altitude up a little. Alright, that's near enough. Let's hit steer point 3. Steer point 3.
Okay, switching to steer point 3.
So now I'm going to want waypoint 5 loaded up. So set waypoint 5.
Roger.
I'm just getting my notepad so I can keep track of this. I've got a physical notepad. I just cross off the waypoints as I load them in so that I know I've done it. And if you're not sure which waypoint you're currently going for, there it is at the bottom there, 3. There's our currently selected INS steer point. So I know that the next steer point I have to press is steer point 1, which will be our steer point 4 off of this kneeboard. That's near enough. Steer point 1.
Roger. Switching to steer point 1.
Okay, yep, that makes sense because I put in a little dogleg there. Okay, so I now need to load up steer point 6. Set steer point 6. Sorry, set waypoint 6. Oh god. Set waypoint 6.
Yep.
There we go. Okay, so after 4 we've got our IP and then surface target before we head on to 5. So currently I'm pushing waypoint 1, so after my IP and surface target I need to push waypoint 2. Let's just make that jump now, speed this whole thing up. Surface target.
Copy. Switching to surface target.
I'm just going to pretend we've made it through the whole loop. So surface target, then we go... Oh, I've skipped IP, haven't I? Well, IP, then surface target. And then, what did I say the next steer point was going to have to be? I think I said it had to be 2, didn't I? So, steer point 2.
Okay. Switching to steer point 2.
Which should be, there you go, roughly at 1 or 2 o'clock. That's how we've hit our IP, we've hit our surface target, we've dropped our bombs, and then we're off. So, I've just hit a new waypoint, or I've just set a new waypoint in here, so I need to set the new one, which is 7. Set waypoint 7.
Copy.
And steer point 3.
Roger. Switching to steer point 3.
Set waypoint 8.
Yep.
Okay, so where am I? I'm on steer point 3 currently, which means that I should be on waypoint 6 out of this list. So we should have 7, 8, and 9, 1, 2, and 3 left to go. So let's switch back to steer point 1, and that should be slightly further to the right. Steer point 1.
Roger. Switching to steer point 1.
Set waypoint 9.
Roger.
Okay. Steer point 2.
Roger. Switching to steer point 2.
And that puts us 25 miles. And we are headed roughly the right direction. So let's hit steer point 3, which should be waypoint 9, right over Batumi. Steer point 3.
Sure. Switching to steer point 3.
Okay. 27 miles. Should be an airport out there. Yep, there we go. Obviously I'm not lined up because I didn't follow my waypoints, but that's 20 miles to go, and there's the airport. So there you go. We can have 9 basic waypoints plus our IP surface target and fixed point in the Tomcat.